What's up, everybody? We in here. I appreciate everybody for jumping on in real quick. Everybody up in this piece. We plan to get live in just a minute or two. Let's see what happened. Y'all already know what's going on. I want to know what y'all feel about this one. This one's a little bit different here tonight. A lot of questions, a lot of different ways we're going to go with this. I really want to know what y'all think on this end over here. Let's get loaded, let's get live. Anybody up in this piece, first of all, definitely throw your like down if you already haven't. Please do like, share, and subscribe to the video. Please do like, share, and subscribe. We certainly appreciate it. Do what it is that you do out there. Let's get it going for y'all. We're going to jump right into it. I'm going to just drop this intro real quick, and we going for it. Yes, sir. Yeah, so we in here, man. Couple things gonna go down tonight. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get live. We got a video to jump into real quick too. Pretty much about the Adam Levine situation. So anybody who doesn't really know what's going down with this joint just yet, we're gonna find out right now. It's pretty much the homeboy got caught out there, man. His side joint went snitched on him, man. It's crazy. I got a little video for you hit right here. Like the hit, here it go.
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, you know, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, you know, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So here I am. I just wanted to make a part 2. I feel like it's obviously necessary. Hindsight is 2020. I initially wanted to go in and talk about how remorseful I feel and how embarrassed and disgusted I am with myself, but I didn't want people to look at it and think like, oh, she's playing the victim. But in reality, it had the opposite effect. Something I now realize I didn't touch on enough was the fact that one of my friends had attempted to sell it, which I realized yesterday whenever they reached out to me for comment. And so I was completely frantic. That is why that video is, for one, just so all over the place, and two, why I didn't touch on some of the things that I initially would have liked. So in this video, I would like to address some of those things. I only came forward because I wanted to kill whatever story the tabloid had. The most important part that I did definitely gloss over is the fact that I was under the impression that their marriage was over. I believe that they were keeping it quiet to avoid the negative press because, as I had said, I was new to LA. So I just assumed that with celebrities of that caliber, that that's just how it was. And that's why I feel exploited, because he knew I believed everything that he said because of my vulnerable position of being new to LA. Also, he was DMing me straight from his verified Instagram account. I didn't have any reason to further question it. But I now realize that that was likely a manipulation tactic of his, you know, just hiding in plain sight. As soon as I had realized that was not the case, I had cut things off with him. In retrospect, I wish I would have questioned things more. I wish I wasn't so naive, but, you know, being naive is not an excuse for what I did in the role I played in this. Again, in no way was I trying to gain sympathy, and I fully realize I'm not the victim in this. I'm not the one who's really getting hurt here. It's Behati and her children, and for that I'm so sorry.
I'm always on your left, and right now you're getting on my last nerve.
Did y'all see the difference on that?
Hoes go love this.
Did y'all see the difference between those two? Did y'all see the difference between those two videos? You had to have seen the difference between that chick right there, man. Without the makeup, man. The makeup is the devil, for real, for real. I don't even understand that. The makeup is the devil. Like the way that goes, the way she looked before when she
the power of Christ compels you.
Crazy. I don't even understand that. Anybody in here, please do like, share, subscribe. Please do. Appreciate you. Jump on in with that. So the question that we want to really ask here is, how did this happen, right? Why is it that homegirl really decided to snitch? Is she just out here clout chasing? There's so much to unpack here. Is the homeboy going mad? Like, why would you try to name your child after one of your side joints? It's crazy. It's crazy. This is his joint right here, what he had to say. A lot is being said about me right now, and I want to clear the air. I use poor judgment in speaking with anyone other than my wife in any kind of flirtatious manner. I did not have an affair. Nevertheless, I crossed the line during a regrettable period in my life. In certain instances, it became inappropriate. I have addressed that and taken proactive steps to redeem this with my family. My wife and my family is all I care about in this world. To be this naive and stupid enough to risk the only thing that truly matters to me was the greatest mistake I could ever make. I will never make it again. I take full responsibility. We will get through it, and we will get through it together. Whew. See, I don't know, man. Dude is saying that he never really had an affair and all of this type of nonsense or whatever. I get it. But what a lot of people are pointing out, what a lot of people are beginning to point out, is the fact that in his messages, he said, you look 50 times as hot in person. So with that, that would lead most people to believe that you at least met up with the homegirl at some point. So I don't know. It's seeming kind of shaky over here. I don't know what's up with that. It seemed like they met up at some point. But that's neither here nor there. There's a couple questions we do want to ask here. I'm going to jump into some of these comments real fast. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got a vote for the GTR. Appreciate you, Joe Green Films. We got the GTR. And that's not a GTR, though. That's the new Mustang. So what I did was we had the old GT500 Mustang. I brought a new one. GT 500. Old school versus new school muscle. That's all we got. That's all we got. Yeah, that is a Mustang. That's what we got there. That's what we got there. Jay, what you got with this? I think she got triggered from his wife. Recent IG post with the message he sent her about naming his child the same name as her. Massive narcissist. LOL. The nerve. Yeah, true that. I completely agree. I think that that's outrageous. And definitely narcissistic. Scar, what's going on? This is where he got to buy a Kobe-sized ring for his lady. Go ahead and do it. Buy you a Kobe-sized ring. And more coming out of the woodwork. This is correct. There are several women that are deciding to come out and say, hey, look, they're spilling the beans right now, man. They are spilling the beans. They are coming out the woodworks and saying, look, me too. You know how it goes already. Once a dude gets in trouble, it is what it is. He's going to get punished. He's going to get punished. I can tell you right now, he's going to get punished. They're going to keep coming out of the woodworks. You're going to see more and more females all of a sudden that are going to say, yeah, me too. And I don't know. I'm sure some of it could be valid, but I'm sure a lot of it is not. It's weird. That's another thing that I do want to know once I open up the phone lines. What do people think about that? Do you think that there's some validity to it, or should we look at them sideways when people come out all of a sudden later and say, look, yeah, me too. You know what I'm saying? And I understand maybe somebody, they might not have had the courage or whatever until someone else did it. Maybe they didn't think anyone would believe them. This is perfect timing, or whatever. I do also know that there are some instances where females will just decide, hey, look, you know what? Shoot, man, I dealt with him and I didn't get what I wanted out of it. So, yeah, I'm going to punish this cat real quick. That's what I think. Sometimes, you know what I mean? They got it in. Dude did what he wanted to do. Homegirl did what she wanted to do. You know what I mean? They doing their thing. And that's it. No love lost. What's going to happen? You know what I mean? That's how it goes sometimes, man. It just goes like that sometimes. Nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. So, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to open this joint up extra early. I got the phone lines up right now. If anybody wants to talk about that situation, I'm with it all the way. We can go ahead and talk about this. If you have any input, if you think that there's something very, very strange about what's happening here with this, it's crazy. Because, like, all right, there's so many things wrong with it, right? The thing that bothered me the most was, like, all right, you want to name your son after her first name, Sumner, which is a weird name anyway, but whatever. I think it's just crazy. He asking her if it's cool. And he texts her. I mean, even if he would have said it over the phone, whatever, I don't know. She could have recorded it too, so that could have been even more damning. So I don't know if there's really a right or a wrong way to do that. You know what I mean? I don't see the relevance of it. Why would you want to do that? Now his wife might look at him sideways and be like, "Hey, did you do this before? Are there more kids that we have that are named after side chicks?" You know what I'm saying? Because this is their third child, if I'm not mistaken. They have two daughters already. So, this would be the third. I guess he's hoping for a boy. He's hoping for a boy in this instance. So that might be the case, man. I don't know. We're going to see what's going to happen with that. We'll see what's going to happen with that. But there's more to it. What are you going to do about all these other side chicks that are popping out of the woodworks right now? What can you do about that? And thirdly, we have to pose the question, when you decide to deal with men of this caliber, right, who would be considered the very top, the 1%, do you feel like you should kind of brace yourself for this? And not to say that this is acceptable behavior. We're not saying that this is acceptable behavior. We're not. But it happens quite often. Sometimes there's an agreement between the wife and the husband. Sometimes there's not. Sometimes they just do them. But this happens a lot, particularly with men who are really getting theirs and have the means to be able to deal with more than one female. Is it acceptable? Do you think that this is something that people should expect? Is it practical? Is it more practical to think that you yourself, as a woman or man, because I could see this happening vice versa. But let's say your partner is taking care of business, taking care of home, and they have the means to do whatever. Do you think with this amount of status that they have, right? People are going to be all over them. Do you think that people should be expected for their partner to cheat? Is that realistic? Is that realistic? And that's the question we would ask ourselves today. Do you think that your partner should be able to cheat, or should you expect it? Is it practical? Is it crazy? There's a lot to unpack with that, man. Now, with the wife dealing with this situation, do you think the wife should stay? Do you think that she should leave? Do you think she should run for the hills and get up out of there? Do you think she should call it quits and say to hell with this? What do you think? Do you think she should get up out of there, man? What would you do in this particular situation? Would you say, look, nah, I can't deal with this. There's too much stuff going on out here. You got diseases going on. You got, you could potentially have outside children going on. You're famous. This is an embarrassment. You got the tabloids on our business now. People are searching your name for negativity. People are searching my name now for negativity because what you're doing doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Do we make any sense doing this? Should I go on? Should I stay with you? Or should I just call it quits? Does it make more sense for me to just call it quits in this particular situation? Gotcha here. Star Galaxy. She needs to drop his ass. How embarrassing. Hey, I hear you. That's valid. And that's what we want. We want some of these opinions here. That's what we want. I think that's valid. Not saying that everybody should do that, but it's something that has to be considered. Just like, you might expect your spouse, your partner, whatever, this famous person to do this, right? Should you be expected to drop? He's to blame. He's the married one, not her. Okay. I would leave him. Valid. You have your choices. And I want to know what everybody's thinking out there. I want to hear some of the men's opinion over here. What are you guys thinking? Ladies too, don't stop, ladies, but I want to hear some of the men jumping on that too. That's crazy though. Drop his ass. It's embarrassing. It makes sense though. It makes sense in a way, because it's like who that embarrassment is something that I know I couldn't deal with as a man. Typically, women do deal with it more. I leave them too. Trying to name the name after the other woman. Legit. Yeah. Legit. Because that's disrespect. It's one thing to have your your indiscretions, right? But It's an entirely different thing when you say, look, I'm going to go ahead and name another child after you. That's crazy. I don't think that I could ever do that. That's crazy. Name another, like, nah, not our baby. You're going to name our baby after a side joint? That's disrespect right there. So I could understand that part. I hope he was joking, man. I hope he was joking. But to go through that, like he according to her, the dude wasn't even hitting her up like that. But then just asked that, maybe because he didn't want any backlash. Maybe he didn't want any backlash. And that's understandable. Yes. His wife is a Victoria's Secret model. Well, I don't know if she's active, but you know, anybody who's ever been a Victoria's Secret model, because they're a little bit older. She's like 34, you know what I mean? And he's in his 40s, early 40s. So I don't know if she's still an active Victoria's Secret model, but once you're a Victoria's Secret model, you're a Victoria's Secret model for life. You know what I mean? You're always categorized as that. Any of these major models are always categorized as such. Yeah, former her wife. Yeah, gotcha. Word. Yep. So that's the question. Do you? So you think she should just dump him? If you were Adam Levine, though, what would you do? That's the question. If you were Adam Levine right now, what would you do? Would you say, look, nah, we can fix this. You know, we got kids together. Do you think it's any different because they have children together? That's something completely different. When you have children together, and to break up the home, and from what I understand, those children aren't even they're pretty young, still in very impressionable ages, very impressionable ages. So, does it make any sense to keep them? Wow! Imagine the next time she does a runaway show, I'll literally be a walk of shame. If she stays with them, nah, that's legit. That is legit. Walk of shame. Scratch that. Okay. Conspiracy theory. Yeah. I love it. I want the conspiracy theories. The IG post his wife posted, super pregnant. All of a sudden, he messages her about the baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, boy. Here we come with the noise. Keep the noise coming. I love the conspiracy theories. I always appreciate the conspiracy theories because that is so real. That is so real. And that's you need that for context. Seriously, because sometimes that there could really be something to that. I really believe that there could be something to that. Look at that. That might be something to that. That might be something to that because, all right, the post comes out. What if anybody has the timeline on that? I want to know. If you have the timeline on when she did that post for the super pregnant situation, let me know because I know the other post came out a couple days ago. So if it came out within a week of that or a couple days before that, that would definitely have sparked it. And some people are like that, man. That's that passive aggressive stuff, man. That is passive aggressive for sure. If you just come out with that now, that's crazy. That's crazy. I definitely do like that, John, because that's there's a possibility. Sometimes people behave like that. This is the catty individual. This is real. That's a real thing. People really do behave like that. So I don't know. It might be some validity to it. And that's the main thing. Very recent. Okay. So we got. Now there's a yoga instructor of his coming forward, alleging him wanting to see her naked. I don't think there's receipts yet, though. Whoa. Is that real? That's real? That's real?
How about that?
Whoa. Oh, man. So they're coming out with it now, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. 6 days ago, she posted all sorts of pregnant. Oh, man. Oh. Oh yeah, definitely drop those likes, people. Please do. If you have not dropped the likes, please do. YouTube apparently has not shared this through the algorithm. I don't even know if people got notifications or not. Once in a while, this happens. It's cool. We're going to give it some time and we're going to watch it fly. But yeah, that is crazy. That's crazy. Just dropped it. Just dropped it. That's crazy. More coming out of the woodworks. Yes, this is very true. Understood. 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 So, yo, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. So, with the kids, I definitely want to talk about the kids situation, right? Do you think that they should kind of try to work on things? Or is this something that's just irreparable? Because the disrespect, the shame, the embarrassment, and some people just can't get over cheating, right? But in all things, once you have a family, once you have children involved, particularly when they're at a very young age, the impressive years where they really need the parents most. And you know how much I stress a dual parent household, not at the expense of anyone. But if you were going to say anything about it, what I would say is that I feel like you should at least, makeup or not, she was looking good in those blue tights. Nah, I got it. I got it. Look, I understand the blue tights. I listen. I know what you're talking about.
Perfect.
She had the wedgie and all of that, and men in general are suckers for wedgies. That's why she made sure she did her 180 turn, so you could see the blue wedgie and everything else. I can see why men are susceptible to these types of things, because let's just get this straight. Dude, Adam Levine might have been cool. He might have could sang. All of this and that, right? However, I want y'all to throw a 1 up in the chat if you feel like he was getting girls as a young man, like going through high school, growing up and all that. I want y'all to throw a 2 in the chat if you think he wasn't. Because on some real, I don't know. Unreal. Could have been the most beautiful woman in the world, and these jerks still cheat. You know what? I can't say that's not valid. I cannot say that's not valid. Because, and it's a certain type of dude. Here's what I'll say about that too. There are some dudes that's going to cheat no matter what. But I'm going to tell you, man, these men that women think really don't exist, for the most part, I got a lot of them in my circle, man. Some dudes that are genuinely faithful, that never cheat. They have a girlfriend. They're a one-woman man at a time. This is their reality, and they're good with it. Of course, they have to be satisfied with the woman. However, they're very well capable of being faithful. And I didn't read that. I was once a cheater, always a cheater. So they might have had an agreement, huh? She got all the theories. Shout to Jay. She got all the theories. We got the hardest theories in the bunch right now. Y'all gotta dig it, because she's got these theories going, man. She's got the theories going. Conspiracy or not. All right. 2. So you think he was getting girls? You think he was getting girls? Camel toes and wedgies are like kryptonite. Yes, I agree. I agree. And these Instagram women, they understand that, man. They know what it is that they're doing. They're not like regular women. These are Jezebels, man. Just in case y'all didn't know who these are. This is Jezebels. Y'all know what's going on with the Jezebels. That's what they do. Maybe I probably always got away with cheating. Ooh, 1. Probably always got away with cheating. So what I want to say is this. And what do we got here? Miss Panda Talk Time. For me, it would be a done deal because of 1, he did it publicly, and for 2, he had the audacity to want to name their child after his mistress. What type of emoji is that. Okay, no, valid. I respect your gangster with that one because no one can tell you how to feel. No one can tell you how to respond to hurt when someone hurts you, right? The only thing that I would suggest is that you think it over, you weigh your options, you see which is going to have you in a better place, and you execute in that direction. It is what it is. You do your best to make it work. Or not. Maybe you can't deal with that. Understood, because me personally, if I got embarrassed publicly and shamed, I don't know, man. It makes you look like a sucker. It doesn't make women look bad. It's weird. It's a weird double standard because men, they call you the S word. If you were, which is kind of like a sucker, right? Rhymes with limp. And they call you that. They call you that. If you stay with someone, his post and response sounds like he's trying to sweep it under the rug too. Valid. Yeah, valid. That's valid. But I can understand why somebody want to leave. You can't tell them how to feel. Just weigh your options though. You do have children, and if the relationship is going to be so tumultuous after the fact, then it would be worse to stay in that particular situation. So if this is not something that you can handle, then yeah, you should take yourself somewhere else. That's just what it is. I agree with that. Here we go. Also, do y'all think she should have kept this quiet and told his wife? Basically deal with this offline. That's part of the controversy. Okay. I think he should have. See, here's the problem. Why he came out publicly now. Right? Yes, they absolutely have a spirit of Jezebel. Absolutely. All right. Ooh, what's the move? Late to the party tonight. That's all right. Plenty of people are late to the party. I don't think that YouTube notified cats will have to catch this up later, and that's fine. But we're going to have fun with it anyways. Treat your wife like a queen. If you decide to venture off with other women, treat them like pawns. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like the way this discussion is going. And listen. I can't say it's invalid. If that's how you want to do it. But what I would say is that sometimes when you treat these others like pawns, they end up wanting to be queen. And come out and throw your stuff all over TikTok like your homegirl Sumner did today. I don't blame her for going public. Screw him. Dig it. I have another major conspiracy, but I'm going to keep it to myself. No. Don't keep it to yourself. Share that with the rest of the class, please. We appreciate it. My man was paying a homage to the throat she violated. Whoa! Rifle photography, you wild. I love it. I love that. That is dope. I like that. That is crazy. Oh man, crazy. I didn't read this one. Why not cheat at all? What is wrong with being faithful? And I dig it. Listen, man. I'm going to tell you something about that in a moment. We're going to talk about that in a moment. I don't blame her for going public. You don't blame that? Oh, man. For being a homewrecker. Look, for the act, it is what it is. You could judge your morality. It's different for everyone, right? I dig it. But going public, man, that's snitching stuff, man. I can't ride with that one. I don't know if I could ride with that one, man. I think it's ludicrous. Y'all knock it off in the chat. Statistics show that women cheat more than men. However, men get caught because we are not as slick as women.
Today I got time, cuz.
I did say something about this before, and we're going to say something about it again. True. Okay. Sumner chasing clout. Good for her. Get it, girl. Hey, look. I'm not mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. No. Buzzer. Share it to the rest of the class. Buzzer. Share it to the rest of the class. All right. Now, I got to get back to a couple of these because I did not address that. Joe Green Films has a valid point. Women statistically now have been shown to cheat more than men. And it is for sex that they are cheating, right? This is true. They do cheat more than men now. Statistically, according to a few studies, I brought them up a couple weeks ago, probably exactly 2 weeks ago, where you can check it out and the stats are there. Either way, it's very close. I think it's just marginal. It's not good to cheat, man or woman, right? If you have an agreement with somebody, then you don't cheat. If you don't have that type of agreement, do your thing. If you out here, or if you bought that polygamy life, you go ahead and do that. If you with the poly, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and get your poly on. That's cool. But just let your partner know what's going on. I completely agree. As long as both parties are on the same page, it's only when you start to be dishonest that it becomes crazy. He cheated. It happens sometimes. But what you got to understand, right, is that I feel like this dude probably didn't get a lot of girls in school before. Definitely not of the magnitude that he's able to get now. We're going to jump in on this one. I feel like he did not get nearly the amount of women that he was able to get now that he's Adam Levine, the head, pause, for Maroon 5. And it's different. It's almost like anything else. It's almost like you were starving out here. This is not to excuse it. I'm just giving the reason why I really feel like this happened. Being that we're going with the theories today, right? But this is common. It may not necessarily be his situation, but this is what happens sometimes, right? Anybody who did not throw a like in there, please do like, share, subscribe. I feel like he may not have had access to this many women before. Now he has access to women he never did before. So it's just like anybody who was starving or hungry or didn't have money. You know, the people who win the lottery, they go broke usually within the first 2 years. Just like that. They just go broke. Why do you think they go broke? Because they never had it. And then all of a sudden they have it. They have access to things that they've never had access to before in their lives. And then guess what they do? They splurge. This stardom thing is something different, man. It changes you. Not in a good way. And I don't feel like everybody can really handle it the same way. You start getting all of this types of attention that you realize you never had before. And you feel like a different person. You're like, man, I might as well capitalize on some of this. There's too much temptation out there, man. They go and get you. And they hold that over you forever. And it happens to men and women. Mostly men, though. Most men fall victim to this, for real. Women cheat, but they don't. A lot of the celebrities do not get caught. The one thing I did want to say is I don't want to say that it's because women are more slick. Men are pretty good with technology and everything else. Men just don't put the effort. They do not put the effort forth to find their chick cheating. Me personally, I would feel real corny going through my wife's phone. It would be corny to me. I can't do it. I can't do it. I would never do it. That fell out, Joe Green. That's the craziest conspiracy I ever heard. Wait, did I miss? Okay, I did all. Oh, she called you your whole thing a conspiracy. Oh, I hear you. Imagine all the women he's banged behind her back who stayed quiet. That is something to think about. That is something to absolutely think about. We don't know how many women actually stay quiet. Forget the poly. I'm cool off that. Okay. And I understand. I dig it because guess what? I agree. There's no way that I could do that. If somebody really wanted to tell me, look, I'm with this whole poly thing. We're going to do it this way. And I'm like, wait, so is it men or women? He's like, well, both.
What?
Nah, cuz. For men, in general, other men don't add anything to the equation at all. For men, generally, unless you like men don't add to the equation positively. That's all I'm going to say about that. But is he not in his 40s or 50s? He's in his early 40s. And did he not reach stardom in his 20s or 30s? And did he not make the decision to wife up and not live the single life unless they had an arrangement? Which is very possible. Very possible, Jay. They could have had an arrangement. One of the rules of the arrangement is to get with females who don't necessarily, who aren't like this, that aren't for clout. One thing that you have to understand about women who are on IG, who are on TikTok, when you find these women that are on those, they're probably going to tell on you because they need clout. And if their well begins to run dry, they are going to get that clout by any means necessary. He probably didn't get women that much, but he is celebrity now. Yeah, that's exactly what I am saying.
How about that?
I am saying that. That is exactly what I am saying. I really feel like that's the case. Women be throwing themselves at these celebrities. I've watched it happen. It's true. It's so real. I think it is wild his wife already made a statement about this. So it makes me wonder if she was already know to know.
How about that?
For real. It's a strong possibility. I think she knew what the heck was going on, bro. I think she knew what was going on. That's just my theory. I only think so, but very possible. Another woman came forward stating that Adam Levine cheated with her too. Yes. This is true. And, one of the users stated earlier, it's in the chat if you look up a little bit, that his yoga instructor said he wanted to see her naked. There's a lot of women coming through right now. Once one woman comes forward, man, do they come out in droves. They are coming for you. They are coming for you until they got you.
Checkmate.
And you are done. You are done at that point. It's so sad that people behave like this. I can't believe that people behave like this. All right. Another celebrity wives say after they find out their man is cheating because they don't want to give up the money and the lifestyle. Gotcha. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, though, if she wants to,
finish him.
Ain't nothing the homeboy could do about it. Nothing the homeboy could do about it. If she wants to take him out, if what she wants to do is take him out, she certainly can take him out. I don't know if there's any prenups or whatever. But just the sheer child support alone, which you can't really, I don't think that there's any litigation you can put in there about the children. I know you can do, marital support, alimony, all that stuff. You can definitely negotiate that in a prenup. But I don't think there's very much you can do about child support. Anybody who's familiar with the child support system, please let me know. But when you make that much money, child support that they're going to give you will be able to sustain life for a household of 10. I promise you, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's just what's going to happen to homeboy. If she decides that she want to get him, and say, yo, we're going to do this child support thing, that's what's going to happen. And there's nothing that any of them can do about it. He's just going to eat that. But I'm curious to see what's going to happen next. It doesn't appear that the homeboy is going to get left. If she's making statements already, and he's making statements, this is all like PR stuff. They already got together. They're already saying the right things. I don't think it's going anywhere. I think they're going to stay together. For real, for real. He's trying to brush it off to say that he didn't cheat at all. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to brush it off and say he didn't cheat at all, but he did cross the line just because of, you know, what he said in the messages. But if you did indeed say, look, you're 50 times hotter in person than he probably did me. What does in person mean to you? I mean, I don't think it's FaceTime. In person is not over any device in any form. For real. For real. All right, here we are. I'm not sure if I got that one. Yeah, here we go. How about that? Reminds me of the Wendy Williams radio show when she played the sound like, hey. All right. Actually, this particular one is from Hundreds of Buttons and Sounds. If any of you guys are familiar with that, that's an app that's available on iOS and Android. Hundreds of Buttons and Sound for a lot of these sound effects. Here we are. Oh my God. Allegedly, 3 women have come forward. This is correct. 3 women have come forward. They are going to get him. They want him, and he is absolutely in trouble right now. We're hoping that he doesn't get dismissed.
You're fired.
But here's the problem. We don't know what the stories of these other women are. One, she might be able to handle it. There might be some stories that are worse. There might be some stories that are worse than what we're witnessing today. We don't know that. We don't know if there's going to be worse stories than what we're finding out right now today. And that might be crazy. Can they handle that? Is he going to be good then? What if they start coming out? What if somebody has a videotape? What if they got a video? Some seriously incriminating stuff. Was that Wendy? For real. What if they have some really damning information? That's very possible that these other women have worse stories than that, because if this lady was holding up the affair for over a year and then all these people are starting to come out the woodworks, this is just the first batch. I wouldn't be surprised if at least 20 people came forward. 20 people or even more came forward, because that's how this goes, man. Nobody had nothing to say about Bill Cosby until it went down, right? People said, what, Charlie Sheen was acting up, same thing. It happens to a lot of celebrities, man. Happens to a lot of celebrities. The Fox newscaster, right? All these dudes, once one person says it, maybe it's just a courage thing. Maybe they muster up the courage. If any of the ladies in the chat would like to explain why it is that women decide after one comes in, the other ones do too, you could definitely share your thoughts on that, because I know you would have more insight than a man would. I only have my theories. I figure in some cases, there's 2 different scenarios that I could think of. One, maybe, just maybe, they didn't have the courage. They weren't thinking about how wrong it was until they saw somebody else come forward. I'm like, wait a minute. He did the same thing to me. Oh, no, I'm going to get down on this one. Right? It could just be because maybe they feel he deserves punishment for it. And maybe they didn't think people would believe him until some other people came forward, and that would help substantiate your claim. Maybe they're trying to get down, get a little lawsuit. Could be that too. Could be a lot of things. I'm sure there's all different scenarios happen. You want to see the video? Oh, okay. I don't know if you're talking about the the video, or the one that I have right here. I'm gonna throw it back up. All it takes is one person to set it off. But why? I hope they drag his house through the mud. Woo! Y'all trying to get this homeboy, huh? Y'all want to get this homeboy out of here. Y'all want to get him out of here. Yikes. I'm going to play the video again. And we're going to rock out real quick.
I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, you know, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't in the scene like I am now, so I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I wanted to handle this privately. I never wanted to come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So here I am. I just wanted to make a part 2. I feel like it's obviously necessary. Hindsight is 2020. I initially wanted to go in and talk about how remorseful I feel and how embarrassed and disgusted I am with myself, but I didn't want people to look at it and think like, oh, she's playing the victim. But in reality, it had the opposite effect. Something I now realize I didn't touch on enough was the fact that one of my friends had attempted to sell it, which I realized yesterday whenever they reached out to me for comment. And so I was completely frantic. That is why that video is, for one, just so all over the place, and two, why I didn't touch on some of the things that I initially would have liked. So in this video, I would like to address some of those things. I only came forward because I wanted to kill whatever story the tabloid had. The most important part that I did definitely gloss over is the fact that I was under the impression that their marriage was over. I believe that they were keeping it quiet to avoid the negative press because, as I had said, I was new to LA. So I just assumed that with celebrities of that caliber, that that's just how it was. And that's why I feel exploited, because he knew I believed everything that he said because of my vulnerable position of being new to LA. Also, he was DMing me straight from his verified Instagram account. I didn't have any reason to further question it. But I now realize that that was likely a manipulation tactic of his, just hiding in plain sight. As soon as I had realized that was not the case, I had cut things off with him. In retrospect, I wish I would have questioned things more. I wish it wasn't so naive, but being naive is not an excuse for what I did in the role I played in this. Again, in no way was I trying to gain sympathy, and I fully realize I'm not the victim in this. I'm not the one who's really getting hurt here. It's Behati and her children, and for that, I'm so, so sorry.
I'm always on your left. And right now you're getting on my last nerve. Switch.
The hoes gon' love this.
There you have it. For all the Creep Squad, there you have it, okay? You're welcome. Yeah. So, that's where we're at. Shout out to this Creep Squad. Y'all already know what to do. Y'all enjoy that. But, let's get into a couple more of these joints right here. I hope they drink. Yeah, I got that. The ripple effect. Yes. Okay, the ripple effect. That's a valid joint. That's a valid joint. Elevator music. Yes, he has elevator. I don't know if that's a compliment or shade. For real, for real. Elevator music. I mean, I guess she's saying that it's common because she did mention everybody knows more, whatever. Come on. You know he'd bang this girl. He's a liar. Why do you say that? Why do you think he'd bang this girl? Why do you think he'd bang this girl? Keywords that she sent. Screenshots recklessly. If your side piece, keep your effing mouth shut. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hey, listen. Hindsight is always 2020. I can look back and I say I should have, could have, would have, but if the side piece in a game with celebrities, there's a code of honor.
Are you not entertained?
In addition, get new friends. They all for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
It happens sometimes like that, though. She might just be, I mean, listen, to me personally, she knew what it was. There was a couple key words that I didn't like that she used. She said she was manipulated. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. I don't know that she was manipulated. She knew what it was. She knew he was married. You wasn't supposed to do none of that. Come on now. You knew he was married. You trying to say you're manipulated? I don't think so, man. No, you weren't manipulated. You saw an opportunity. You saw the celebrity. You saw an opportunity for clout. And you did just that. And that's fine. Appreciate you. Yes. Appreciate you appreciating. And anybody jump in and please do like, share, and subscribe. Please do, please do, please do. So what I can say about that is I don't think that she was in it for anything much more than the clout. And I know you can't really blame the side chick. It's not her to honor the relationship and all of that. But just going public, to me, going public, come on. That's a whole different story. When you decide that you're going to go public, that's crazy. You can't go public. You can't go public. Like, I don't like that part. You know what I'm saying? If she would have told the wife or whatever, that's another story. Hey, you should know this. And whatever. And I'm not really big on that neither, because that's still sitting there snitching and everything. You know what I'm saying? But still. All right. He said his marriage was on the rocks or some BS. Who knows if that's the case? We don't know if that's the case. We certainly don't know if that's the case. Yo. Yeah, that's what she said. The woes gonna love this. Yes, that's what she said. Well, the song said anyway. Why don't these celebrities make their side chicks sign an NDA? Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Stupid. Make them sign an NDA. Non-disclosure agreement, for those of us who don't know. Yes, she's got a valid point. And here's what I will say. I will never say who, but I do know for a fact that some celebrities do make their side pieces sign NDAs. The homeboy Kevin Samuels definitely talked about that. Get him to sign an NDA if this is what you're going to do, because you can't bring this stuff home, right? And that's a valid point, especially coming from a lady, right? Make him sign an NDA. Why wouldn't you make him sign an NDA? That makes perfect sense. That's bold. She just didn't give a damn. Absolutely. She did not give a damn. And I definitely want to get into this NDA thing, because now if they do that, but with an NDA comes some money, which he got it. He got deep pockets. He's worth some change, man. He's getting some serious royalty checks, right? So he absolutely should have gotten her to sign NDAs, right? But some of these people just think that they just gonna get away with it, man. They think they just gonna get away with it, but they're not, apparently, right? But the people who do get them to sign NDAs, you have to pay them too, right? When you about to get them out of here, they need a severance package. You know what I'm saying? That's what the homeboy KS used to say. Give them a severance package. This way nobody's angry. Nobody's gonna come and tell the world. So, you know, because they feel like they got something for it. It's different if they agree to something. If you're upfront with people, you can't be dishonest with everybody. You can't string along your wife and string along the side piece. It doesn't work like that. I have a feeling, though, this broad has plenty of receipts. Uh-oh.
How about that?
Oh, she just might. She just might. I got a feeling that we're going to see some receipts come through. We're going to see some receipts come through. We're going to see some. I got a feeling that we're going to see some receipts. More receipts from other women as well. Men will say anything to get some. Okay.
Perfect.
So you think that he's so desperate that he's just trying to beat her in the head and all. And this could be valid, man. We can't say this isn't valid because there are some men who will tell women anything. There are some women who will tell, some men who will tell women anything so they can get their piece. This is true. We can't deny that. But a man in his position, right? He has all the status. He's got this fame. He's got all this money. He doesn't want to lose that. That's his bread and butter. He can't go and just say, yo, I'm going to pick up a job as a manager at, a department store or something like that. That's out. He can't do that. He can't go back to a regular life. He can't just start flying coach with us normal human beings anymore. He's not jumping on Spirit Airlines with us, man. He ain't doing that. He can't go back to regular life. So it's hard to sustain this type of a lifestyle. You got to understand that. You got to keep the funds coming in. You got to keep the funds coming in. So how do you maintain that? How do you maintain that? Well, let's see what we got here. The question is, where's the hush money? He thought Ish was sweet. Absolutely. And that's part of the NDA. With the NDA, you slide him some, right? You can't do one without the other. They come together. There are many rappers who have been exposed. Many athletes that have been exposed by women because they didn't have both. So there are some men who have paid the women, and these women have came out, said who it was that they slept with. Said who it is that they slept with. Hold up.
Combo breaker.
And how much it is that this superstar paid. And the going rate for a lot of these Instagram women are like 10 bands. They're getting up to 10 bands. Some of them start at 3,000. So it all depends on your clout. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how many people are thirsting after you. Supply and demand. You got like 10K followers, you probably get $3,000. You got 100 or something thousand followers, you're going to get like 10 grand. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That's just how it's going. They fly these women out. They do their thing. You go and you scroll and you getting all these crazy DMs. You looking at it and they sending you they're blowing you kisses. They're showing you wedgies, blue wedgies. Blue wedgies, man. I don't know what you're going to do about it. They're showing you blue wedgies, man. What are you going to do about it? Very difficult to get past this. Well, you want to cheat? You have to pay the price. Absolutely. We cannot. We cannot get away from that. You have to pay the price when you want to cheat. You got to pay to play. It is what it is. And this is why a lot of men will decide to get a working girl. Not just an Instagram, but a professional escort. And women who are professional escorts, this is their primary source of income, right? Whereas an Instagram model, right? Their income is different. She has an OnlyFans, this girl Sumner, right? She has an OnlyFans. So she's getting a lot of money, especially now after dropping this bomb. Everybody is kicked. Like, listen, just to tell you, this morning, that video with her when she had the pink shirt on, she had over 20 million views. If you don't think at least 10,000 of those people visited her OnlyFans and sent her numbers flying right now, she is doing great right now.
Perfect.
So this is perfect advertisement. And people understand that any publicity is good publicity. All of these dudes that's thirsting out here that will never meet her, Oh, yeah. They down to pay for that. They are down to pay for that. They are down to pay for that. They with it. GC with that. Yep. Go bring on the drama. We want to see it all. LOL. Holy smoke. She is ready to rumble with this. I hear you. NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. Appreciate you, sir. For anybody who didn't know.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
All right. Oh, there's always more than one side chick. Y'all all know that. Wait a minute.
That was a lie.
I don't know if I could agree with that. Some people might find just one extra. I'm going to tell you, maybe not him, but dudes, there are some dudes who do that, and they might just have one genuine side chick that's like a legitimate girlfriend, and they're just taking care of the 20%. There are many people, particularly in the red pill community, say that men have an insatiable thirst that cannot be satisfied by one or even two or three women. Yeah, right. There are some women out here that will smash you under the table, cuz. Smash you under the table. You can't keep up. So we're not gonna do that, man. There are some women who will out smash you. You just have to understand that part. There are some women who will out smash you. So one woman can satisfy you. There are some men who crave variety, right? For some people, some men crave variety of women. Some men crave a variety of things that one woman will do. And they might have 80% of what they want out of this woman, but she just doesn't do something. Maybe she doesn't pay him attention. Maybe she doesn't give him back rubs or foot rubs. Maybe she doesn't cook, right? Or just something that he feels like he needs. Maybe he doesn't appreciate her conversation. Maybe he feels like she's beautiful, she's a nice person, but just intellectually, she might not like him. And women cheat for these same exact reasons, right? They may this man may not stimulate them mentally or emotionally, right? Or sexually, even sexually. It happens. Sometimes they're just not stimulated enough. But what I will say is that sometimes they just want somebody to take care of that 20%. This is why celebrities for singles is ein. Okay. I hear you. So, okay. It's important. Okay. This is why celibacy is important for singles. That's a thought. That's a thought. That's a thought. Agreed. Okay. This might get the Tiger Woods effect, where a parade of women start making claims. I believe this is a thing, man. This could very well much be a thing. Very much. These bros need to come on with it already. I love celebrity drama.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
Why wouldn't you? Scar, the Tiger effect is real, broski. The Tiger effect is real. Facts. Yes. Everyone agrees about that. If anybody wants to call up, that number scrolling across the bottom of the screen is 609-666-2995. And if you're really feeling gangster today, jump in on the video chat. I will conference you in. The link is in the description. Click on it. All you have to do is authorize your mic and video camera, just like you were doing a Zoom conference, and you will be live on the show. Needless to say, you are waiving your rights to privacy. But, you know, if you're jumping on a video call on YouTube, you probably don't really care about too much privacy. His career is over. Listen, I don't know about that, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't believe that. This society today is extremely fickle. Just like they will hop off of your sausage for you failing, they will jump right back on when you're winning again. This is just what it is. And I'll give you a prime example. If Chris Brown got away with what he got away with, came back the next year and was killing the BET Awards and all that, listen, anything can happen. I promise you.
Perfect.
Here we go. I definitely think there are deeper secrets that are not wanted to come to the light. And they choose the easier secret to cover up deeper secrets. Listen, man, I can't stop for the day. Day is on it with the conspiracy theories. Keep it going. Keep it going with the conspiracy theories. Yeah, Tristan stay cheating. She spilled all the beans on Derek. LOL. Who are these people? Somebody let me know. Wait, Tristan and Derek, who are these cats? I want to know. Somebody explain real quick so I know what we're talking about. I'm out of the loop. I'm supposed to be the celebrity drama guy, right? But I don't even know these people. Tell me who these people are. Somebody explain to me who this Tristan and Derek people are. I want to know. Or are we talking about are we talking about Derek Jackson? Is that the Derek we're speaking of? The Derek Jackson? Because that was crazy. Derek Jackson got smoked. And I think that for all the male celebrities who are chronic cheaters, easier to be a chronic cheater than maybe something else. What is the something
Today I got
else?
time, cuz.
So there was Box. Yup. She told all. Okay. Superhead dropped bombs on everybody in her book. Oh my goodness. Did she drop bombs? Did she drop bombs? Homegirl went ham. Homegirl went ham. She was on it. This woman right. Listen, Corinne Steffens, a.k.a. Superhead, a.k.a. Elizabeth, whatever right now, trying to retire this bad name. She is going for it, man. She dropped all the bombs. She made a whole book about it. Got this as descriptive as possible. She dropped so many names. I was trying to figure out what celebrity she didn't get her claws on at one point, man. She was ripping and running, man. She covered a lot of ground in a little time. And whatever she was doing to these cats, man, she must have taken their souls. She has got to be a soul snatcher because
The power of Christ compels you.
for me personally, if you're a celebrity dude, why do you want the woman that everybody else has already had, that all the homies smashed already? And some of them had ongoing, outstanding relationships with her. I don't understand that part. That part I will never understand. Yeah, that bro about to be a millionaire quick. Possibly. These OnlyFans people, man, I promise you, these OnlyFans people, man, whew, damn, she sure did. Yeah, she told it all. All. You can't trust these 304s. This is correct. You cannot. Unless you have an NDA, like we were talking about earlier. Then why get in a relationship if you crave other women? And I can tell you why. I can tell you why. I'm actually going to cover a story about NLE Choppa and his now ex-girlfriend who he was with for at least a couple years or whatever. He's 19 years old. She's 23. I'm going to cover that. I'm going to do a separate pre-recorded video on that. So stay tuned. If you do not have your notifications on, please have them on. And if you haven't liked, share, subscribe, please do. But definitely look that up because that's coming. I'll probably drop it tomorrow. NLE Choppa, he has a girlfriend and he told her that he wants polygamy off the rip. She understood that, but when he actually decided to exercise this option, she's crying her eyes out, not understanding that this guy's 19 years old and a millionaire and has buku status. These type of men, he's 19 years old. You can't expect a 19-year-old to settle down. It's tough. In your 20s, when I was 19, somebody to listen. You can, but it's tough. You really got to find a good one. It's tough to settle down at an early age. And she wanted to get married and all of that. He said, you know, you probably could be my wife, but you can't be my only wife. You can't
Finish
be my
her.
only wife. That's what he said. You can't be my only wife. And she cried her eyes out. I'm gonna go for it on that one. I'm definitely gonna go for that one. But I'm gonna tell you what, men want, and women who do the cheating and polygamy and everything, they want the convenience of being able to have someone in a relationship, someone to take care of you, someone to bond with, someone who you have that connection with, right? You know, you could even have a soulmate. There are some people who say they are polygamous and have a soulmate anyhow, right? They just love that person. That's who they want to be with, but they are sexually adventurous, right? Or even pansexual, whatever. They with this, man. That's what they do. They have their fun on the side. And sometimes it's very out in the open. And I know a couple of people who with that in real life. And from what I saw, it doesn't disrupt their lives. It does indeed, cause people to look like, wait, but they probably don't tell everybody. I don't judge it, because if that's the agreement that y'all have, it's cool. But not everybody's going to go for that, right? And what you got to understand about men is that we are territorial. We don't care about other dudes in the equation in the way that you would like us to. It doesn't add to the equation for most of them. Unless you are a cuck, you are not going to enjoy watching your wife get pounded by somebody else. It's just not going down like that. It's not. It's not. We men do not add to the equation. Okay, so the difference between women who cheat is that their men know when their girl is a HOE. I'm going to tell you. I beg to differ. A lot of men find out the hard way, man. There was a video a little while ago where a dude deleted himself and his 2 children after he found out that one of his homies done smashed his joint, man. Men can't take that, man. It's different. If this is your woman that you've invested in and all of that, and you've decided to be faithful, and that is just your one woman, we're territorial. We can't have anybody, no flies light on our food, man. We don't want to eat off that plate no more. We don't do it. It's not cool for us. And it does a lot of things to men. It destroys their ego. It's devastating. We can't really take that. It's very difficult to recover from that once you experience that. This is the greatest topic since the Kim Kardashian tape. Appreciate you for appreciating. But yeah, I don't understand that part, man. But men not really trying to go for that, man. Men don't add to the equation. They just don't. Men will not add to the equation. For me, and most men that I know, like I said, I do know some men that's with that. They enjoy watching their women get railed by another dude, and that's what floats their boat. Cool. For me, no sir. But it is what it is. That's what some people do. And I can't knock them for it, because whatever floats your boat, man, you go ahead and do it. Anybody who hasn't joined, dropping that like.
Another one.
Please do.
Another one.
Share that.
Another one.
With another one and another one.
Another one. And another one.
Drop that like, man. Drop that share on them. Drop that share on them too. So, yeah, we feel very differently about it. We're territorial, and we're not trying to hear that for the most part. There are some men, again, that will do it. Me personally, I do not. Nah, it's a no-go. Because at the end of the day, the man doesn't add anything. Men who cheat, they should hide it. Tristan Thompson and Derek Jackson. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Tristan Thompson, he keeps getting in trouble with the whole Chloe situation, man. That was outrageous. They were really bagging him, man. They were all over it with this cat. They were bagging that brother, man. He was catching it. He was catching lefts and rights. They were getting on that dude, man. They were getting him. And Derek Jackson, man, his career is kind of finished. I saw something pop up in my timeline right before I started. I'm definitely going to dip into that video next. He came up, and I want to see what's going on, but I thought he was completely finished, and I would never hear from him again, because Derek Jackson's problem was he really, really got on men for cheating, right? He ridiculed them. He shamed them, denounced them, right? Just all day. Killing him. And then he went and got caught cheating too. Oh man, that's hilarious, bro. Because he was he was trashing so many people. He was trashing a lot of men out here. I saw him beating up on Gilly the Kid, Cameron, all types of cats. He was just really killing them. A lot of rappers and people, like, he was really killing them and saying, how dare you, you know, you're supposed to cherish your wife and blah, blah, blah. He was going hard, telling people how to have their relationships and conduct their relationships and everything. Had women feeling all bubbly and, yo, yeah, man's going to have to accept you for blah, 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 and this and that. And then they done found out homeboy was cheating, man. He out of here. Joe Green Films, what you got? A wife is like a Toyota. You can ride her for eternity, but it might not be as fast as you want. A side piece is like a Ferrari. You can jump in and go fast, but it's high maintenance. Okay, you got that off, brother. That's probably very offensive to some of the ladies, but it's an awesome analogy. I cannot tell a lie. It's an awesome analogy. Seriously. Here we are. Relationship Talk with Jesus podcast. Cheaters, Celebrity Edition. Where's Wendy Williams when you actually need her? Wendy Williams had to go sit down, man. She's retired,
how about that?
Man. She's out of here, man. And, you know, it is what it is. She had an awesome run. She did what she did. You know what I mean? It's just done. It's done up. There's nothing you can do about it. She's just done up. So what do y'all think about this whole Ferrari analogy? Do you agree with Joe Green Films over here? Do you feel like that Toyota is old faithful, reliable, and the Ferrari you just jump and have fun and then go park it because it's high maintenance? Do you feel like a side piece is high maintenance? Do you feel like a side piece should be high maintenance? That's the burning question. Stop the cap. His career will never be over. And like I said, Chris Breezy recovered from that, from what he recovered from. I think Adam Levine gonna be cool. But Derek Jackson, if you're talking about him, I think he done up. They turned on him. Like like he was at the New York subway. He done up, bro. Nah, I think Derek Jackson is done up because that was his whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. That takes away from what it is that he was. His entire existence was that. That was his entire existence, bro. Now I have the sound effects. Oh, I so appreciate you. Appreciating you already know. Appreciating. If you have not subscribed, please do. And hit the notification bell so you will see when YouTube decides to send it to you. All right. She said that Bobby Brown had the best eggplant. Uh-oh. She's talking about she's talking about Superhead, Corinne Steffens. Had the best eggplant in her tell-all book. Wow. Yes. Sandora's box agrees. Do you see what you got? Look at Catch Me Outside Girl. Made $50 million in the past year, according to Forbes. Yeah, I saw her. I think she made the cover of Forbes magazine. I'm not sure, but she was definitely in the Forbes. $50 million. Made $1 million in 6 hours after turning 18. The creeps were waiting. They were waiting.
Today I got time, cuz.
6 hours after turning 18. That says a lot. That means these thirsty cats was waiting when she was still a child to jump in and see what it do. 6 hours after turning 18. Catch Me Outside with $1 million on OnlyFans? Are you kidding me? So I'm going to say it, this homegirl right here is going to catch it. She's going to get her money's worth. Promise you. She's going to get her money's worth. Wow. Oh yeah, Superhead sucked the souls right out of the heads of these marks.
She belongs to the streets.
It is what it is. It is what it is. That OnlyFans hit different. It does. It does. It hit different. So, you know, women are sometimes seen as a commodity. They're able to monetize their beauty at this point. And you can't hate on that, right? It is what it is. Because guess who's paying for it? The men's, right? We are paying for it. We are paying for it. Not me personally. I don't even have an OnlyFans account for real. But men in general are paying for it. When they want to get their rocks off, man. It is what it is. They jumping right to OnlyFans. Right to OnlyFans. And I'm going to tell you why. A lot of cats ain't getting no action in real life, man, because they're ignored. They're invisible. Like your homeboy Adam Levine was probably invisible. I think Adam Levine was invisible for a very long time. And then he got some stripes. And he decided, look, dude, I'm about to get it popping. And he probably didn't wait till he was 40-something to start. Just this one joint. He ran into the wrong joint. Because you see they're coming out of the woodworks. This has been sitting. So he could be a serial cheater. Maybe. We don't know. But he could be. Right? All it takes is that one bad apple to set it off. And then you got the ripple effect, like we talked about earlier. This is crazy, though. Oh, yeah. I saw that he couldn't handle that. Wait, she couldn't handle that. What? Where did you see that he... Wait. Oh, yeah. I saw that. She couldn't handle that. Couldn't handle what? What are we talking about? Hey, elaborate. We want to know. I want to know. Maybe I might be the only one out the loop, but I want to know. Who couldn't handle what? The side piece always tells on them celebrities. Maybe.
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
Maybe. But, like I said, if you got an NDA, it's probably not going to happen, man. It's probably not going to happen. It all depends. And like I said, if you deal with women who are professionals, like I said, these OnlyFans, this is part of their income. But these women who are professionals, who their only source of income is that. Some of these women be in college. Some of them just do that for real, and that's it, right? Some might be putting themselves to school or whatever. Might be a side hustle. But these women who are professionals, right? Real professionals that you go on certain websites and hire. These escorts and things, right? Those women generally don't tell because their main source of income is word of mouth. Pause. They actually get references from other people. And one of the main things that these tricks out here are concerned about is that, are they discreet? And the homeowner will be like, yeah, she's very discreet, very professional. She knows how to conduct herself. It's very important for these professional women to know how to conduct themselves. They must be discreet because these men of means, have a lot to lose. These celebrities operate a little bit differently than these businessmen. There's many powerful, wealthy men who situations never come out. They get these professional women. These women who get tested, but you could do something the day before and then it not show up and all. So I don't know how reliable that is, but they do get tested. They give you the GFE experiences and all of that. They will act like a legitimate side piece. And because you have an exuberant amount of money, it don't even matter. When you need to get your rocks off, man. You need 10 bands. You need 3 bands. Let's go. And it's nothing. Dropping the bucket for these cats. Got their NDAs ready. And sometimes they feel like they don't need them. And they get away with it. But when you start jumping into these OnlyFans people, completely different story. So she damn sure did. Yeah. I missed something, man. I don't know. Wait. Yo, Green Films signed up for that, bro. It's OnlyFans. Hey, you got an opportunity to respond to that if you didn't, bro. I don't know if you signed up to that OnlyFans, bro, just so you can see some more blue wedges. We don't know. They're sure to get mad when you tell everything. Yes, you get mad when they tell everything. That's not part of the deal. They weren't supposed to do that. They out here snitching, man. We can't support snitching out here. What are we doing? We cannot support the snitching. Yeah, but when your girl is a HOE, you know. I don't know about that. Did I go? Wait. I don't know about that. I don't know. How would you know? So many of those P guys was waiting on Catch Me Outside to be of age. Yes. Yes. I agree. And I think that is terrible. Because you had to be observing her and waiting while she was still a child to want to do that. Yeah, I don't respect the petties, man. Not at all. There's no love from me. None. No love from me. No respect. And I think it's horrible that they would dare to do that. You know what I mean? I mean, legally she was 18, whatever. There were some people who probably got it as word of mouth, like, oh, catch me outside. Let me see what this is about or whatever. I don't even know what she did, man. I have no interest in that. I don't care about no OnlyFans. What's the purpose of that? I heard about that. That was so sad. He didn't have to do that to the kids, though. Oh, we must be talking about that story where they wasted. Yeah, that was horrible. Most men couldn't handle what they want us to handle. Could there be some truth to that?
Yeah, I got time, cuz.
And Sandor's box. I'm gonna say you're correct. Correct. You are correct, and I'm gonna tell you why. Well, I kind of did a little earlier, but I'm gonna touch on it again. Men are not built to handle that. We can't. We're too territorial. It's not working for us. We can't watch that. We can't witness that. We don't let no fly light on our food. It's over after that. You don't even want it. Devastating. You destroyed it. Just think of it as that. You ever had a good plate of food? You don't care how good that food is. Once that fly jump on there, you ever had a fly at a barbecue jump on your burger or your hot dog and you just throw the whole joint away? Because they destroyed it. You don't want it no more. We can't deal with that. We're not designed to deal with that. We're not wired like that. And I'm not saying that there aren't some men who think differently, of course, but the overwhelming majority of men cannot take that, and it is devastating to them. Did anybody try to call up? I think somebody tried to call in. If anybody missed the call, if you try to call in and did not jump on through, you can try again. The line is open, or if you want a video chat, go right ahead. That number 609-666 2995 is scrolling at the bottom. All right, let's see what you got there. Drinking feel truth be told, jokers were licking their chops, counting down the days for that broad to be legal. That is crazy. Absurd. They can dish, but they can. But if you cheat on them, it'd be over. Hey, man, you ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. It is what it is. You ain't never lied. We ain't built like that. We're not trying to be built like that. We don't need that. We can't, listen, man, we can't deal with that. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Nah, we ain't built like that. I understand. Men and women are definitely different, right? I am a man who will absolutely admit, listen, we different. We are not going to be able to withstand the same things. There are some things that, women won't be able to stand that men can handle as well. We are different. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But yeah, y'all got that. That cheating stuff. Yeah, if y'all want to stay, go ahead. If you decide to leave, I understand. Damn, Wendy Williams. I lost bread dealing with that dreadful broad and her ishy ex-husband. Uh-oh. Yo, I'll give you an opportunity to put them on blast if you like. You may put them on blast if you like. It is up to you. You don't have to get messy, but if you do,
Today I got time, cuz.
you already know. Good riddance. Let me see. Am I way behind in the comments? Because I see what y'all talking. I feel like I'm way behind. Ever since he got caught cheating, he has zero celebrity. He's built a career talking about men cheating. We're talking about Derek Jackson there, obviously. Yep. And I'm going to go through these a little faster. Facts. Loose lips sink ships. Yes, the ladies still love him, but not like that. Oh, also, I do need a vote for the must. They're both GT 500s. Just either say the new or the old, because they're both GT 500s. What's going on here? I think somebody's trying to call in, man. What have you? All right. What do we got there? Joe Wright. My Toyota dressed for church. Love my mate. My maintainable Lexus. Wow. Men can't handle being cheated on. Yep. That was what I was referring to when I said he can't handle it. Awesome. Steve McNair, side piece. Ain't said ished. She did him though. Those side pieces sink, brothers. They do. According to the census statistics, there are more women than men. What are those other women supposed to do? Is that your problem, bro? Oh, man. A lot of those women started turning to the other one because of the shortage of men. Very possible. Robert Kraft got professional women. Yeah, that's how you got to do it, though. Resorted to married men. The OnlyFans broads and the transgender professionals throw dudes under the bus constantly. And I don't agree with the snitching, man. I am completely against it. I mean, particularly when you're talking about to the public. Like, come on, we're doing the most. The most. We got to chill with that. I don't think we need to be doing that. If I was Oprah's side piece, you would never hear about it. Bro, we just heard about it. I would cheat too, RL. I hear you. Thanks for joining us, RL. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Here we are. Oh my God, that's true. My ex cheated on me several times and we took time off. I dated other people. After that, he was done with me. BS. That happens. Yeah.
She belongs to the streets.
This is us, man. This is how we take it. And I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it right. It's right. But it is true. It is true. It is true. There are double standards. Definitely double standards. Was developing, okay, he got the T. Was developing an app. They wanted more features. The cost reflected that. Then they bailed. I lost thousands because my developers already started. Whoa! Really? Is she? Ow. Oh my God. Yo, so you lost bread behind this, man. That's awful. That's awful that they would do that. Yeah, so I can see why you said good riddance, man. Good riddance. See you later, dudes.
Goodbye.
Especially if I can sing and I'm living in LA. You gonna get yours. I hear you. I understand, man. Gross afterwards. I get what you're saying. Yes. Oprah got money. She does. She does. And she does. Oh, well, his loss. So, yeah, that's a strange thing, too. I want to know if you really would. Would you really, really, really get with Oprah? Would you really take the plunge with Oprah behind him? And she got big money, though, so you ain't got to work ever again in life money. Oprah got never work again in life money for you and your family, too, man. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes would be Oprah side chicken. I don't know. She's never had a public relationship. I don't know. She might have all side dudes. We don't know what she's doing, man. You never know. Somebody's doing it. Somebody's doing it. Yes. So, that's what we got here. I definitely want to know before we wrap up, anybody got any questions about it? Because we're going to be getting up out of here in a little bit. but I want to know what y'all got for it, if anything. We're going to be hauling ass. Unless y'all want to call up or jump in the video, we're going to be out of here very soon. But I think this is a bit crazy. I think it is a bit wild that, for one, she told. Telling is never acceptable in my book. He's got one for Oprah, I guess, right? Someone is knocking that down. It may be Chappelle. Uh-oh, he's got the conspiracy theories rolling in. And
how about that?
He's got the conspiracy theories. Listen, if y'all want to keep coming with the conspiracy theories, we can keep them coming. It may be Chappelle. That is one that I have. Where did you get that from? Dave Chappelle? Dave Chappelle beating that up, man. Oh, man. Yep. If Dave Chappelle is doing that, bro, I don't even know what to say. Dave Chappelle, bro. Well, I don't know. Listen, anything's possible. I've seen some of the, there's some very wacky things going on in Hollywood. We know that. Oprah's name's been mentioned in some things. We don't know. It's been mentioned. I'm not saying that she did or didn't do anything, but her name has been mentioned in some of those things, some of them wild things. Oprah in Color of Purple was looking thick as you know what. Man. Bro.
What?
Yo, Oprah. Oh, man. You know what, dude? I'm going to tell you. I've never viewed Oprah in that particular light. I must say I've never viewed Oprah in that particular light. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I don't know, bro. I never looked at her like that. Send me a clip. I don't know. I want to see what you talk about, but yeah, I never looked at Oprah like that. The Color Purple. Men hate The Color Purple because of some of the images that they have of men and how men were perceived by women because of Oprah. Oprah did a lot of irreparable damage. I'm going to say that. She went hard against the male image. And I definitely was for her empowering women and stuff like that, but not at the expense of men. You know what I mean? And that's where there's this disconnect for me. All right. We only know what the rest is allowed to pull up, so it may have been more than one woman he's dealing with. He tours, so you never know. Valid. Tiger Woods and clubs may break my bones. But words will hurt me if she ain't paid to be silenced. Yes, sir. Gentlemen, get your NDAs ready. It's a must. I'm going to say it again. Gentlemen and ladies, if you about that life and you about that cheating style and you a celebrity, do not play with this. Do not play with this. Get your NDA game up. And the bag. And you got that money. You a celebrity. Listen, I'm telling you. You make those two combinations. If they have an NDA and they felt like they got something out of the deal, there's really no reason at that point. You got paid, you got an NDA. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? No loss. They got it. They're going to tell a couple friends, whatever, but they're not going to go public. You always going to have the rumors anyway. But when they go public and really, 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 really go ahead. Post a number. Oh, it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It's a scrolling ticker at the very bottom of the screen. If you can't see that, let me know, but I think you can see it. Yeah, it's scrolling at the very bottom of the screen. It's 609-666-2995. That's 609-666-2995. And it's at the bottom of the screen. It's scrolling. It's going to keep scrolling. You got to scroll and take it down there. Here's what I could do. I could put it in the chat. We can do that. I'll put it in the chat for y'all just because. But yeah, the number's up there, bro. It's 609-666-2995. I'm going to put it in there just in case somebody wanted to actually like copy paste it. You can do that. I'll make it happen for you. I'm going to make it happen for you right now. We're going to do that. Number coming right now. And there you have it. Just posted it up there. And what do you got here? I'll put the number up there. If you want to copy paste it, it's there. Oprah Winfrey, 1998 was prime thickness. Look it up on YT. Yo, y'all with that today?
Yeah,
Is that what we doing? We out here perving on Oprah today? I'm with it, man. I'm with all the nonsense. Y'all saying she was thickalicious, huh? Yo, I listen, I can honestly say I never thought of her like that. But I am curious. I'm going to look. I'm not going to say I'm not going to check Oprah's OnlyFans or none of that. We're not going to do that, but I'm definitely intrigued. I want to see what this stuff is you're talking about. Just for observation purposes, of course. Take it to the street TV. Chew the fat with Smoove. What's happening?
Smoove, what's up, baby?
What it do? What it do? What it do? Shout your city. What we got going on here?
I'm chilling, man. Look, man. I know we was talking about cheating and everything, but listen, if Oprah threw you a dart, would you dodge or would you accept it?
I'll talk about it with my wife, and if she gave me the okay, I'm gonna go get the bag.
Oprah is not a bad looking woman. She's a very beautiful woman. And we go back to the days of like Color Purple in her early stages, bro, she was thicker than a Snicker. And, yeah. Oprah look good, bro.
So you would wait a minute. Wait. So without the bread, if Oprah Winfrey just pushed up on you, you gonna smash her or no? Smash or pass?
Yeah. If Oprah didn't have the bread and she pushed up, I definitely smash.
What? Wait, bro. For real? Yeah. For real?
What?
We appreciate your honesty, but I am flabbergasted because holy smokes, he finish her without the bread.
Without the bread at her early phases.
Oh, her early phases. Okay, I'm thinking now. I gotta look at this thickalicious stuff you guys are talking about, right? I gotta think of this early phases. Let me see something. I'm about to pull this up. Is there a picture? Is there a picture? Is there a picture? Is there a picture?
Had a crazy body, bro.
Is there a picture?
I don't know if you remember Color Purple when they hit her on the head with the gun.
I'm gonna look at it, bro. I gotta do this now, bro. You
gotta look at it. When they hit her on the head, with the gun, and she fell down, and her skirt fell up, and I saw them thick ass thighs with them panties. I said, "Oh my God!"
Yo.
Oh my God!
Hold on, bro. I'm about to see, cause y'all said she thick. I'm about to look. I'm gonna look this up right now. And you saying she was thick?
Yeah, Oprah. I mean, look, Oprah.
I'm not gonna
She
do
had
the
that
video,
vibe.
but wait, what? Oh no, this ain't woman. No, that ain't her. I was about to say. I saw something just now. That wasn't her. You said In the Color Purple, though, right? All right, we're gonna look at that. I'm gonna see if I can find some. I'm looking at her. I mean, yeah, she had a
Bro,
day.
yeah, she was thick, bro. That shit was looking sexy. And with money or without money, you still would got it. But that money is a bust. If Oprah hit me up on the hotline right now and was like, look, I want you to be my side piece.
He with it. He is completely with it.
I'm with it.
Oprah Winfrey,
All
Color
day.
Purple. I'm gonna see if I can
All
find
day.
the images. Holy smokes, Color Purple, bro. Yeah, this is the image that I had in my brain of her in Color Purple, bro. Yeah, nah, fam.
I mean, Color Purple was different because that, like Danny Glover, that ruined it for me for his career. Like he was.
Oh,
just,
you think
like,
that killed his career because of that
I
image?
don't think it killed his career because he did Lethal Weapon after that, but he that was it for him.
You think it hurt him, and it put him in a? You
Yeah.
think he got typecasted after that?
Exactly. Yeah. Of course.
Put him in a box.
Yes, sir.
You know what? Color Purple
Yes,
came
sir.
out so long ago. I gotta watch it again because this is so damaging, according to a lot of people in the manosphere. They really, really, really hate this movie with a passion.
Right, and I understand that, but if we look back at
Yes, smash,
we
especially
can look
1998.
at-
He want a piece of Oprah too. All right, I want a piece of Oprah too, man.
yeah,
You ain't alone, bro.
we can go back to the whole topic of this video about cheating with Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Some movies with Smoove on game.
Danny Glover had status in that movie.
Oh man, yo, I hear you. I hear you, RL. I guess I'm not on game. Man, what am I?
He was doing his thing, bro.
The year was
Like,
1998.
he had-
Puberty just hit for me. Curves were on 10. Cheer tucked under the doorknob, and the Jergens. Time to get to work. That was a lot
like I posted
of
in the
information.
comments,
Holy smokes.
I looked at
Holy smokes.
I looked at the census. Listen, Turb. I looked at the census statistics, and there's more women than there are men on this planet.
Yeah, we're outnumbered by approximately. All right, so there's 300 million people here, right? On the in the United States. Let's just use United States because that's a demographic we're familiar with.
7.8 billion people on the planet, and 40% of them are men, and the other 60% is women. And that is out of 7.8 billion. That's a very marginal number.
Any of my fact check that? Did you just check that fact? Like that's definitely accurate.
Yeah.
It's a
I
60-40
looked
split.
at the census.
Okay, so it's a 40-60 split. That's pretty staggering.
Yeah.
So what that would mean, right? I see what you're getting at here, bro. I see what you're getting at here.
Today I got time, cuz.
I see what you're getting at. You were saying what it sounds like is as a man, you should do your due diligence to society. Play your part. Huh? Play your part. And make sure that these extra 20% of women here, perfect, who want to get their rocks off, man.
Right, exactly. I mean,
It's only fair. It's only fair.
Listen.
Smooth. Is that what we doing?
Smoove, I want you to listen, bro. We are animals at the end of the day, but we are at the top of the food chain because of our intelligence. You know what I mean? But if you look at Discovery Channel and you look at the lions and you look at the other animals that that mate with other with females, there's multiple lions that are competing to mate with that lioness.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a lioness have choices. A lioness have options.
Because I guess their ratio is on the opposite side, right?
Of course. A lioness have more options than a lion does.
Got it. So what you're saying is that we have to compensate for the other men. Listen, I can't tell you what we're supposed to be, right? We do know society has came up with some restraints for from what I understand. I've been doing a little bit of digging on this. Just a little bit of digging on this. And they say that this whole marriage thing came about the age of agriculture, right? For economical reasons. They said, hey, you should go ahead and get with this one woman, mate, and blah, 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 blah. Because it was causing competition. People wanted to be more sophisticated. They wanted to be more organized. And if we were left to our own devices and behaved more primal, like the rest of these mammals out here, it would be the wild, wild west out this piece in the name of love. No, we would all be competing. We would all be competing for these women, and it could be really messy, really fast. So it's arguable.
I agree with you.
It's arguable to say that we are not designed for monogamy, right? Now, what I will say is what's hard to argue is if you make an agreement, if you have a covenant, and you say, hey, look, me and you, it's going to be us. I think that you should stick to your agreement if that's what you did.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. If that was the agreement and that's what y'all signed upon before y'all got together, then that's what it is.
Yeah.
But like I said,
so I got a deep question for you, brother. Go ahead and finish your thought, but I got a nice question for you after that.
There's more lioness than there's more lions.
Got it.
But a lion could have 6 to 10 partners in his tribe.
Miss Panda Talk Time says, I have to look up a picture of 1998 Oprah because y'all go hard.
I'm saying, like,
no pun intended.
One lion to have about 6 to whatever lioness in his tribe.
Dang.
Yeah.
I like those odds. So, let me ask you this. You yourself, do you think we were born to be monogamous or not? Do you feel like this is just society standards that's making us do this, and you don't think that this is natural? This is not how we're supposed to be. Do you think so?
No, I think that it's society and what the standards are that's put in front of us from, society.
Okay.
And if we were to conduct ourselves like nature, then, I would have like 4 or 5 wives.
Now, how about this? Do you think, with that same logic, that women should also practice polygamy and date or engage with multiple men?
It's not plausible because they're outnumbered. I mean, we're outnumbered by women.
Okay. So, all right. Now, in a case like Alaska or something, or some place that's very difficult to live in, where the ratio is real bad, right? So you think that the ratio is by design too? Or could that be part of evolution? Or what if it was equal? Just equal. Do you think it was, you know what I'm saying?
If it was equal, and y'all had an agreement, then that's cool. But like, I mean, the cheating thing is mainly based upon status.
Surely.
So if you are amongst the likes of Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan, where you have options beyond infinity, I mean, what are you supposed to do?
Well, let me tell you what. Got to stop you there real quick.
Combo breaker.
Here's what I'll say about this. Women have far more options than men do in this day and age.
On the average.
Yeah.
An average woman, yes. Average women have way more options. They get dick thrown at them more than anybody.
Right.
But when you talk about men of certain caliber that are amongst the elite and they have millions of dollars.
Hey, caller, we'll still take your call after we done with this one. I'll take another call. But this is what I want to say, Joe. Check this out. Because these women get so many more options, right? They've done studies, right? The Tinders, the all these dating apps, right? And they've looked into it, and they saw that the average girl gets more play than the top 1% of men. They have more options. An average woman will get more play than the top 1% of men, because men are generally in this society taught that they are supposed to be the pursuer, and women are just supposed to exist.
I mean, I understand that. Like women will get more play, but they could get play with just average or below average dudes. I mean, like, at the end of the day, you want to either steak them or you want to filet mignon. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna tell you another thing. If you're talking about just smashing, the average woman has more options than the top tier man as well. If you're just talking about smashing. Now, when you're talking about long-term relationships and stuff like that, absolutely not. Because the problem is the men at the very top will go way, way down. They'll go as low as a 3. You could be a 10 as a man, go as low as a 3, because it just might be low-hanging fruit. Right? These women will take your attention and everything and be like, oh, wow, look, I got this guy, blah, blah, blah. And then they will think that that's their type now. So once you get that, it's very difficult for you to look at an average man. You'd be like, look, I had this dude before. What am I gonna mess with this average, regular looking, regular salary, regular height guy? And I done had the top tier, top 1% of men. What do I want this old regular dude for when I've already had that? All I got to do is do a little better next time, and that top tier guy is going to like me way more than this jerk did who doesn't know how to appreciate a woman. And as a result, many men become invisible. We don't know what's going on anymore.
Right.
They're not going to, like a guy that's out of shape, you out of here, bro. A short guy, you out of here. A broke guy, you out of here, because these women had a taste of it. And now that's their type because they had access to it several times. So they thinking that this is where it's at. Yeah. This is what they're supposed to get. And as soon as one of these guys are smart enough to recognize all the goodness that this average woman has to offer, that's way better than all the other women who are offering the same exact thing, then she'll be okay. And that's where that happens.
I understand.
Huh?
I'm gonna tell you from experience.
Go ahead.
Being in relationships with women, whether they were mediocre or they were high profile or high maintenance, it depended on how I felt for that woman, and if I loved her with everything, with every fiber in my being, there was no other woman that can trump her on this planet.
Gotcha.
I don't care how they look.
Word. Nah, and that's real facts, because, man, I mean, it depends on what type of dude you're dealing with. A lot of dudes that be on their purpose and all that, they don't even have time for that, man. You just moving and grooving. You trying to get through the other day. You trying to accomplish goals. You don't have time to sit out here dealing with women, because it's going to take away every moment that you add to that. You take away from your productivity, and that's what people have to understand. You know what I mean? Some of these guys that go out and play once in a while, and in many cases, it'll get you jammed up, man. It'll seriously get you jammed up, and that's the issue that a lot of these dudes are facing here today. But yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because the terminology now is called simping, and unfortunately, we got good guys that's hooking up with bad girls, and these guys give them everything that they got, but then these girls is doing whatever they want. You know what I mean? So.
Oh yeah, definitely. I touched on it a little earlier. I didn't say the actual word only because, you know, they probably won't make it out on your end because you over the phone. But I didn't mention the word because, you know, they go hard on that word now. It's like it's worse than saying MF at this point. It's extremely derogatory. It's weighed just as a I guess a racial slur. It's that heavily weighed now when you use that word. It's crazy. Not as much on YouTube per se, but definitely. Yeah, you can't say it. If we were on Twitch, they would have cut it off already. Yep, they don't even let you say it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't agree with that word because, I mean.
Yeah, no, because it has a different type of meaning. It has a different type of meaning originally. So yeah, but that's what they refer to it as. So we know what you mean. You know what I mean? There's a million other things to call it, but yeah, we know it's recognized heavily as that. Exactly. But
yeah.
So check it, dude. Appreciate you for calling. It's almost time to get out of here. Actually, I'm beyond it. God damn, I ran over. I wasn't expecting to run over today. But yeah, we definitely gonna holler. Appreciate you for calling up though. You already, bro.
All
right. Later.
Later.
Dig it. Yeah, man. Definitely some good insight. There was one caller who we missed. You have a minute or two to call in. If you do before I get out of here, I'm with it. In the meantime, I'm going to get rid of the I think the new Mustang one. In all honesty, so the old guy's got to go. We have a new champion. So the old guy has got to go. We apologize. It's so hard to say goodbye, but, you know, it is what it is. This homeboy's got to go. Does this click back? Sounds like it. Oh, yeah, we're getting clicks on this one. Oh, yeah, he's going to fly.
Goodbye.
Later. New winner. The new Shelby Mustang. I don't even know what year that is. I think it's like a 2022. Looks like a 2022 GT500 though. It's a sexy little thing. I ain't gonna front. That thing looking pretty good today. So yeah, we're very happy, and it does a lot of things. So it does one. You know what I'm saying? Check that out. It's got the headlights, and although a Mustang doesn't really sound like that per se, but yeah, you got to do better, guys. But either way, that's what's up, man. We appreciate everybody who jumped in. Be on the lookout for a bunch of preloaded videos. I'm doing those a lot more. They've been very rewarding. So there will be much more content coming that way. Sometimes live can be really weird. It all depends on what YouTube decides to do, but they reward you a lot more for the preloaded videos. So you're going to see more of those. You'll also see some shorts going crazy. So I'm going to be out here doing it up. Appreciate everybody who had some input today. You already know. Great conversation, great day. And we'll come back with some more soon. And if you're watching this after the fact, throw some comments in. That's fine. I will respond to those. So go ahead and hit. You can still, if you throw a comment after the fact, that's just fine. I'm going to still respond to it. So go right ahead. You'll get a personal response from me 9 out of 10 times. All right. We appreciate you coming through. And what I will say to end it all is cheating is one thing, right? I do not respect the whole telling thing. It is dishonest, though. If she was going to tell the dude, like tell the wife or whatever, that's one thing. Bringing it out public, we know she did that for clout. She was clout chasing. Nobody could tell me different. I really feel like she was doing it for clout. Whether he deserved it or not, whether she was in her right to do it, I mean, it technically is her truth, right? So she can. And when you make those type of mistakes and jump out there like that, then that type of thing can happen to you. You play with fire, you might get burnt. So it is what it is. But if you have an agreement with someone, you know, it is what it is. You have to keep your agreement. You can't just go out here doing what it is that you want to do. If you make an agreement with somebody, if you want to cheat, you know, it is what it is. You got to talk to your significant other about that. And then it won't be cheating. You let them know how it is you feel, what it is you're trying to do, if you want to involve them or whatever. That's one thing. But once you are dishonest, then, you know, sometimes people take it very personally. They might feel like you disrespected the family and the children. And, you know, it's much more than you just going ahead and getting your rocks off sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Which is the thing. But it's not always viewed like that. So, in a nutshell, if you have an agreement, stick to it. And as always, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.